folks. So, welcome to, I guess, what we're going to call a special edition of the Gentleman's Box Unseries. Series. Well, maybe it isn't Unseries. This is the Spring Adventure Box. Now, if you're a Gentleman's Box subscriber, you probably got an email about 3-ish months ago. They said that they were going to put out this special edition box, and I decided, since the anniversary box they put out in December was just amazing, the bottle of Rare Cologne, the watch case, the watch that actually came with it, a lot of nice things. I decided, why not? It's a little bit of a treat yourself thing. So I don't know if there's going to be a box in this. I don't know if it's just going to be the bag with the stuff inside. So we are going to crack this open and find out together. So, this is one of the reasons why I really like Gentleman's Box as a company. It's not that I don't, maybe with one slight Birchie exception, I don't actively dislike any of the Gentleman's unboxings that I'm doing. But they're pretty much all just kind of doing their own thing. But, Gentleman's Box, they're doing these kind of like just little special above and beyond boxes. Let's see. All right, so I'm seeing, no kind of a box, which is fine. So I'm assuming everything is in the bag. So I'm going to take the bag and just slobbishly throw the box back there. Now, the bag is actually, it's a really nice canvas bag. The material is thick. The material is like sturdy feeling as hell. It's not that kind of cheap, plasticky, waxy vinyl. When I was a little boy back in the early 80s, my mother joined, this is going to really date me, she joined a gym called Vic Tanny. This is back when I was in Flint, Michigan. They were on Miller Road, I think the intersection of Miller and Linden Road in Flint, right near the Genesee Valley Mall. And the incentive that they gave her to join the gym was this kind of cheap, crappy gym bag that I wound up using as a schoolbook bag. Kind of cheap, waxy vinyl, but this is just very, very thick linen. The fabric is utterly amazing. So I'm looking like either black or a very dark blue. My lighting isn't the best. I have kind of a yellow fluorescent lighting. So I think that may be sort of interfering with it. But anyway, I'm going to grab like the first thing that I see, which happens to be a tie. And the tie is basically very small white circles on a black background. Not really polka dots, not true polka dots, but, quite literally what you see, small white circles, black background. The maker is Gentleman's Essentials. Again, this is absolutely black. Now that I kind of have this to contrast next to it, I'm pretty sure the bag is like a navy blue, kind of a dark navy blue, but this is absolutely black and white. So of course, because it's black and white, you can pretty much go with anything. Black is a color you can toss on top of any color, and the white is kind of a nice contrast. It is June 30th as I'm making this. I am about 6 weeks away from my official report back. Well, I'm working the summer semester, but, the official report back. In other words, Panda has to wear collared shirt and tie to work. So I will put that in my queue for August. I'm just kind of holding off on ties as long as I can. So I'm going to grab just the next thing I see because I see them, a pair of Gentleman's Essentials socks. And again, what we have here, socks look really, really, really nice. It's just a simple navy and white stripe. We have the kind of dark navy at the heel, and we have the dark navy at the toe and the cuffs. The elastic feels really, really givey. In other words, it's not going to be, it's going to compress my calves just because I'm fat. That's one of those, that's a given. Even when I'm wearing fat people work socks, it's still it's just going to compress. But the elastic feels at least very merciful, as in it's not going to be painful wearing these. I've had some of the dress socks that I've gotten in past boxes where the elastic is compressed to the point where by about 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon they're starting to get a little uncomfortable. But I'm loving the color. I'm loving the design. So far, so good. 2 for 2. I see our guide, so we'll kind of do this last. The Spring Adventure Bag. I see, I'm just going to grab this next. So this is Minaji Skincare Deep Cleansing Mask. Removes excess surface oils and dirt. Clear Skin Treatment Natural blend of vitamins and botanicals. Now, I have to say, if you haven't watched my videos, the last ones that I made this past week, I kind of made a little bit of a change. I decided, it's the middle of summer, it's hot, the beard needs to go, so I have like a lot of skin to work with here. So I actually started using one of the moisturizers that I got in another box, the one that I unboxed earlier this week, that Kiehl's since 18 whatever. So this idea of a facial cleansing mask, this is new to me. I actually had to go on. I'm so sad and pathetic. I actually had to go on Google last night and Google, how do I use a moisturizer? And Google being Google, there were lots of pages on it, telling you the proper way. Start at the bridge of the nose, up across the eyes, and then go under the eyes. So this idea of a deep cleansing mask, I will probably use while I am clean shaven and have a majority of the real estate of my face free to use skin products. Use 1 to 2 times a week for maximum benefits. Apply a small amount over entire face and neck. Allow mask to dry. Rinse with warm water and towel dry. Highly effective natural green blend of vitamins A, C, E, antioxidants, natural clays, and botanicals that revitalize and reinvigorate the skin, leaving it refreshed, clean, and clear. This treatment deep cleans pores for a smooth and even skin tone. So, looks good. Let's just do the obligatory sniff test, especially since I'm going to be wearing this on my face for many, many, many minutes while I apply it and it dries. And because I am going to use this, I'm serious. I put that moisturizer on my bathroom shelf. Come hell or high water, I'm going to start using some of these things. So I'm giving the obligatory sniff test. So it's got, see if we can get the eyesight too. There we go. So it's got an opaque quality to it. Smells not bad. Texture seems okay, although I guess you put it on and it dries and you take it off, so we're not leaving it on like a moisturizer. Yeah, definitely looking forward to giving this a try for the next month and change. I'm going to grab, I think I see 2 more things in the shadow, and that is the strap for the bag. And yeah, now that I'm kind of seeing it on the eyesight, this is a navy blue bag. So I'm just going to grab I see something in a white box. We'll save that for last. I see something in commercial packaging. Oh my God. Wow. Hokey smokes. So once I get these out of the bag, they kind of have like a little plastic bag that that adhesive circle. So let me show this before. So these are Jam Transit Micro Sports Buds, Bluetooth wireless earbuds, up to 10 hours of playtime, safe surround, ultra thin controls, sweat resistant. I think these may be the these may be the find of the box. I contrary to what you see on the camera, I go to the gym every day. I do at least 30 minutes of cardio. I'm actually trying to push my weight back just a little bit, so I'm doing 60 minutes of cardio a day, 30 on the treadmill, 30 on the recumbent bike, and I have these big, giant skull candy earbuds, not earbuds, headphones. I guess the kids are calling them cans these days. So I got my skull candy cans, but something like these are these are bloody nice. I'm definitely going to have to charge these up and pair these. You can see the background. See? The panda thing is not just a gimmick. Hang on a second. This probably isn't going to work. No, because you're going to see me. Yes, you're going to see my hand reflected in the laptop. So you will have to take my word for it. These are just awesome earbuds. I'm actually going to see if I can get them out of the package here. I'm running 10 minutes on the video, so I have a little room under my self-declared cap. I try to not have these videos go on and on and on. There we go. So we got the packaging off. And I just want to make sure that I don't break these, taking them out of the packaging. God, wouldn't that be tragic? I break them taking them out of the package. It's kind of like that video. There's a video that circulates every December. This little girl gets a toy. There was an old toy line in the 90s called Sky Dancers, and they had little wings on the back, and you put them on a base, and it would twist the wings, and they would fly. Well, this little girl gets her Sky Dancers for Christmas, and she sits, and there's a fireplace right behind her. And in the video is, this is one of those moments that probably made a psychologist very, very rich. You can see she pulls the strings, and the wings begin to spin, and she releases it from the base, and the doll flies right behind her into the fireplace. And you can see Dad, bless his heart, he makes one fast, valiant attempt to save the doll, but it is immolated before he can get over there. So my thought and my fear was, I'm going to accidentally break these headphones taking them out. But so this is the right bud, this is the left bud, and one thing that I want you to see here is they are actually bent. In other words, they are designed to fit inside the ear canal. That's always been. I don't care who it is, whether it's Skull Candy, whether it's Samsung, whether it's Apple. Oh God, the recent redesign they did back in 2012 of the earbuds, horrible. Every time I buy a new iPhone or an iPod, I never use the earbuds because they really don't fit in there. But these are designed and kind of angled to fit right into the ear canal. And something else that we have in the packaging are some clips that will kind of hold it in place. So that will absolutely be going with me to the gym. Fantastic. Absolutely giddy about this box. And I haven't even touched the last thing yet. I'm thinking jewelry. I don't know, man. They did a watch in December. They just did a watch here. I have no idea. You're seeing the box. The box is marked omit. If I can get, there we go. You're watching this happening in real time. You saw me, crack. I have no idea what's in this. So we are going to see what is in this box. And of course it has something on top of it, the tension, and holy shit. It's wow. It is, okay, sorry, I should probably show this. It is an amazing watch. Look at that. It's a little big, it's a little chunky, but last time I checked, chunky watches were still in, but I'm looking at those colors. That kind of gold finish on the face, and in particular, my God, that brown cognac leather. If you watched one of my more recent unboxing vids, I make no secret of the fact that it was talking about the Kona, that Kona wallet from Birchbox. And I said, it's kind of a nice design, but my big gripe is my big gripe. It's black leather. I'm not bagging on black leather. I'm not saying black leather is bad. But I tend to prefer kind of a nice brown leather finish if I'm getting like leather accessories. For me, black leather, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just black leather kind of has like a cheesy businessman's quality to it, and I am anything but a cheesy businessman. I was the guy back in the 2000s when I would fly. I was the guy who was laughing at all the business people as they were kind of licing up to get into the chute to board a flight, all with their little Blackberries in hand, so self-important, frantically checking their email just because, they're going to be on a flight for several hours, and sweet Mary Christ forbid, they're going to be out of touch. So the watch has like plastic covering on everything. The band, very, very nice. Genuine leather. So as you can see there now, we're really, really getting now that I've got the eyesight to kind of adjust the focus, really, really getting a nice glimpse of this watch. This watch is just bloody amazing. I'm really to the point where I think my poor Apple Watch is probably going to get relegated over to the right hand as more of a fitness counter, just because I keep getting these really cool watches, and I can't wear the really cool watches if I have if I have the Apple Watch on kind of my dominant wrist. So obviously the leather is going to take a little time to kind of break in, but it passes the wristband test. First and foremost, one of the things I've always kind of complained about the past is being fat, morbidly obese. Sometimes wristbands don't always fit on watches around my wrist. They're designed for tiny little wrists, and this is anything but. And this, like I said, this is an amazing, amazing watch. So obviously you have the time face. It looks like we have a stopwatch feature built into it. It looks like we have kind of a 24-hour clock built into it. There's a date function built into it. This just, man, very glad I followed up. And I think that the next time Gentleman's Box sends out an email for kind of one of these premium boxes, I will absolutely jump on it. Just like I said, the one that they put out in December, awesome, love the stuff. The one that we're getting now in for the spring, awesome, love the stuff. So kind of doing just a very quick pack up here so we can close the video out. So one of the two kind of, I guess you'd say, bigger ticket items is the Omit watch. And you know what? We haven't even gone into the magazine that came with it. Hold that thought. All right, so the Omit watch. I'm not even going to try to pack up the Jam Transit Micro Sports Buds, but now that it's out of the case, we can at least start to see a little bit better view of the product. I will sit down and sort this out once I close the video. Then we have the Menage Deep Cleansing Mask, the Gentleman's Essential navy blue and white striped socks that are going to look absolutely awesome, and the Gentleman's Essential black and white circle tie that is going to go into stasis until the third week of August, and I will pull it out and deploy it. So let's very quickly take a look at the magazine that came with it. So the Jack and Mulligan, and of course, the duffel bag. What came in it? So they're saying the Jack and Mulligan duffel bag, retail of $158. Omit the Chrysos watch, $259. The Gentleman Essential silk tie, $69. Gentleman Essential striped socks, $12. The Menage face mask, $26. And the Jam headphones, $80. Total retail of the box, $604. The letter up front Dear Gentleman's Box member, with a warm season upon us, we finally have the time to travel comfortably. Traveling creates an adventure, whether near or far. You should make every day an adventure in some way. It has many health benefits, and you create memories to cherish for the rest of your life. Aside from encouraging you to take more adventures, you should do so in style. You'll enjoy our spring adventure bag, because it ups your style no matter how far you will travel. We did our best to help you travel in luxury and did a phenomenal job. Love everything in the bag. Thank you for being a valued member. We appreciate your continuous support. Enjoy this spring adventure bag. The next time you travel, we guarantee that you will look and feel fantastic. Sincerely, the Gentleman's Box team. And we just happen to have a picture of the team there. You know, and I'm actually considering, I know Gentleman's Box is based out of Michigan, and I'm actually going to take a trip home in August to see my family. And I was considering saying, it's like, yeah, hey, can I drop by and say hi? Can I check out the office and everything? But, so yeah, the Jack and Mulligan duffel bag. So it looks like there are two variations of it. It looks like I've got the full navy, but it also looks like there is a navy and white variation that they're showing in the picture. The omit watch, this is awesome. You know, again, one of the things that I really like about Gentleman's Box is they kind of give you some pointers, you know, like complementing colors, the style that you would wear it with. I would even just wear this to work. You know, this is dressy enough where, you know, in an academic office environment, polo shirt, khakis, dress shoes, put the omit watch on. That just, again, looks amazing. The Gentleman's Essentials silk tie and socks. And again, we're kind of getting a little bit of some pointers on what to wear it with and how. The Menage Fast for Men, facial mask for men. Why can I not say that? I read for a living. The Jam headphones from Jam Wireless Audio. 5 reasons why you need to travel, and then traveling off the beaten path. And I guess Flint, Michigan is kind of off the beaten path. So, there we go, folks. That is your special edition premium spring adventure bag from Gentleman's Box. I don't know if they're still available or not. You know, I guess you could always go to the website and see. But if this is your first time viewing, we have reached the point in the video where if you are interested in subscribing and watching on a regular basis, please by all means hit the subscribe button, which I hope I'm pointing to and not the other direction, although I just pointed at both now technically. If you want to leave some comments, again, I'm trying to be a little more proactive in terms of interacting with people, so leave some comments and I will comment back. Other than that, I will see everybody for the next box when it comes along. So, thanks for tuning in. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there.